Thanks for tuning in to the Conscience Hour. This is today's update. We're going to listen to Colonel Wilkerson again, something you will not see on the mainstream news, but pay attention very closely, and then I'll give some commentary.
Theories. One was, as per what you've stated, that he simply couldn't because of the capability and the concerns that the aircrafts could be hit. The other possibility people thought was that he was trying to isolate the South for a possible ground incursion into one of the islands. What's your thoughts about that?
Well, the reason I don't buy that second one, I don't attribute anything insane, or not attribute anything insane to Trump. But I don't buy that second one because we don't have the ground forces. We simply do not have the ground forces. Were we to put the ground forces we have in Iran, it would be a debacle. It'd be a disaster. We might have some initial success, but as soon as the heat hit them, as soon as the need for water hit them, as soon as the unfamiliarity with that terrain hit them, as soon as the Iranians hit them, I mean, we're talking about probably 2 million of reasonably trained militia / National Army / IRGC, backed up by another 2 million of able to shoot civilians who are sort of a tertiary militia, if you will. And then you've got the rest of the Iranians. I mean, they're not just going to stand around either. It'd be a disaster. It'd be an absolute disaster. All this talk about ground force, I think, is just that talk. And what we're talking about with regard to overflying terrain inside Iran and needing the tanking in order to do that, even with naval aircraft off the Indian Ocean or wherever, you're going to need massive tanking to do that. And you're going to lose some of those tankers. And, oh, by the way, when you bring ships in to do an amphibious operation, that's the only way I could see them do it. Even if you bring them in close enough so you can launch Ospreys or some other type of aerial vehicle to put people in, whether it's C-130s or C-17s or whatever, you're going to lose a lot of that. Because that's, regardless of what we've done in softening up, it's not that soft. It's still very resilient. A lot of that's underground, and it comes out only when you come over and shoot you when you come over.
That's interesting. Now,
and they know that. They know that. So, I mean, the military knows that. The U.S. military knows that. So, we've done some stupid things under Trump. The military has done some very stupid things under Trump, not least of which was the B-2 flyover and dropping bombs on the nuclear site and then declaring them destroyed. They were no such thing. And the military went right along with that. So I don't totally discount it, but I just can't believe we would be insane enough to put troops on the ground in that region.
So hold that thought. And then think of Pete Hegseth. He's the one that's got the control over the military. And he's a musclehead. He can't even do a full pull-up when he was doing it against RFK. So he's a liability. Trump's in a bind, and Netanyahu wants performance. So where are we headed? There's no way, absolutely no way, that the U.S. could change any trajectory over there. Unless, of course, the U.S. and Israel use nuclear weapons, and then the whole place is done, and the whole world economy collapses. So you've got a bunch of massive egos that are pushing ahead because they've got an agenda. They've been shown very clearly. Their bases have been destroyed. Their satellite system or intelligence system, operating systems have all been depleted. Their skeleton force, and we've got our military over there, these young men and women in 100, 105, 110 degree heat with 100% humidity. And you think they're going to go marching into a country that's 3/4 the size of the United States? I mean, this is like delusional. I don't know. It's like, is it Adderall or is it some type of drug they're taking that makes them hallucinate, that they could believe that they could conquer this and stop it and become the champion of the world because, now we've defeated the whole region and our Western military industrial complex gangster capitalist machine controls everything. Well, that's already been blown to hell. But we keep pushing ahead. So what are your thoughts? Give me your thoughts. How do we stop this thing? How do we get our elected officials to shut off all funding? How do we get Donald Trump to say, I don't want to go down this road anymore and walk away? Pete Hegseth, well, he's a liability, but he's already committed war crimes, so maybe he'll be dealt with later. Thanks for tuning in to the Conscious Hour. Please like and share. Please leave some comments. What are your thoughts? I want to hear from you. I just don't want to keep producing stuff and not have those people coming back and asking questions. I will reply to anything that you send me. Peace and love, folks. Let's have some peace and love. And how about heaven on earth? Yeah, we're going to get it the way we're going. But the conductor, I got a plan. A master plan. It's been out for a long time. Worked on this my whole life. So if you want to know about Reboot 3.0, let me know. And I'll roll it out in front of everybody. Because now is the time the world needs to start talking about it. Because it will save everybody's bacon. And the one thing about that plan, everybody that's got control over the resources right now are going to make even more money. Because there's a global economy not based on war. Yeah, it's based on mutual respect so people can trade and barter and say and be friends. Learn how to respect other people. Yeah, it's that heaven on earth thing, you know? I kept thinking about that since the first time I heard it, 5 years old in Episcopalian church. Went on a mission to figure out why it was so fucked up and figure out how we can get there. Yeah, bring all the people together, bring the countries together. If you're interested, sign up to the Conscious Hour. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Please donate to the 501c3. Have a good night or a good morning wherever you are in the world. Remember, speak out. It's your responsibility.